Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is the new series that's going to take over from the Ipswich Town rebuild we've just done previously. If you haven't already checked out that video, I'm going to leave a link down in the description to the playlist where you can access the full 5 episodes we did with the 5 seasons of the Ipswich Town rebuild. As you can see, we're in the Scottish Premiership as by popular vote when we stick that out on the YouTube itself there. As you can see, we're Aberdeen in Scotland. Aberdeen, a lot of history and a lot to prove, if I do say so myself, in this rebuild. As you can see, um, there's not a lot to spend. If we go in transfers, as you can see, £111,000 in the remaining budget with only £6,600 a week. We've offered a lot of trials to different people. We've offered some loan deals as well to see if we can get any loans in because this Aberdeen team needs a full-on rebuild when it comes to this. Tactic wise, what we've went ahead and done, we've built a new tactic for this team. We're going to go full-on powerhouse mode. We're going to go and attack from the front and hopefully we can beat the teams like Celtic in big fixtures when needed. But as you can see, massive investments needed. We need centre backs, we need wing backs, we need a lot of different players, and it's going to take some time. But as you can see, we will go into the history of this club and we'll see the last time they won a Scottish Premiership. So as you can see from this history report, the last time Aberdeen actually won a Scottish Premiership was 1984/1985 season, which was a long time ago. Since then, obviously, they dipped off. There's been a few times where they finished second behind the likes of Rangers, and then they sort of fell out the picture. The last time they come really close between 2014 to around 2018, well 2017 to 2018 season. So very interesting. Obviously they are close, but obviously now Rangers really kicking back off in the Scottish Premiership. Hopefully we can rebuild this team to really compete along the top runners and maybe win the Scottish Premiership in the end of this. Apologies when it comes to this video. I am coming down with a bit of an illness, so as you can hear it in my voice, it's a bit of a nightmare to record this video, but when you get them out and get this series underway. So let's join me back when we hopefully get to the end of the transfer window, see how we start off in the season, see if we manage to get anybody in to help develop this club for the rest of this season. We're going to try and utilise some youngsters, hopefully. I haven't had a good look at the youth level yet, so we'll have a look at that. And hopefully we can actually lock some of them in place inside of this actual team. So, welcome back to the end of the transfer window. As you can see, starting off in the season, we've played 4 games, we've won 3 and we've drew 1 game. Got 10 points and we're currently sat in a nice position at top of the league. As you can see, we're scoring a lot of goals, and I mean a lot of goals. This tactic's working out perfect for us. You can see Celtic's just fallen behind, and the results, we've actually had to play Celtic quite early, so let's get into the results. Actually, no, let's get into the transfers first. So, there's a few in here you can ignore because we didn't bring actually anybody in for any sort of transfer value at all. We've brought in a loan player from Manchester City. So this young lad's came in from Manchester City, as you can see. I'm just going to set up his training up real quick because I actually forgot to do this. So let's get him sorted with his training. So brought in Josh Wilson from Manchester City. Really quality left back. I mean, he's an improvement over what we had at left back. So a little loan in from him. Free transfers, we full on just exploited free transfers. Same with the director football, as you can see. He went and got a 15-year-old Scottish lad. Mackenzie here, as you can see, he's only 15, centre back. Maybe should be able to flip a bit of profit on him shortly. We trialled a few players at the start of the season just to see who would really lift the ground running. Matthew Hope, however you want to say his name. The USA international, as you can see, he's had 8 caps for them. We brought him in to be that pressing forward for free transfer. We're looking to hopefully just get these kind of players and play them for the season and flip them and hopefully get something profit wise off them. As you can see, he's had English football experience. So as you can see, he played for Middlesbrough, didn't really take off with Middlesbrough, went on loan to Scotland, once again didn't really take off in Scotland. He's had a very mediocre career from his time at obviously Schalke, just hasn't really blown up as a player. I mean, shame for him, but goes back to the Scottish Premiership. Fingers crossed he can lift the ground running here. I mean, he's had 2 games with us, and he's played quite well in them 2 games, to say the least. So we'll have a look at him shortly. Nathan Ferguson, ex-Crystal Palace, a player that obviously hasn't really had a successful time in his career, been hit with a lot of injuries, and it's one thing I failed to check. So this is one thing I really did fail when it came to Nathan Ferguson. I didn't check his cons, and as you can see, has a really problem with injuries. So it's a bit of a shame. We got him, and he went and pulled his groin. Let's hope he can stay fit. It's only a 6 month, sorry, it's only a 12-month contract, so see how he turns out at the end of that 12 months if he manages to feature or not. Next on the list, he went and got a very familiar face to a lot of people. Mark or Van Ginkel. Well, I remember his time at sort of Chelsea, Stoke, that sort of period of time when he came to the Premier League. I remember that time, as you can see, he came to the Premier League, did a lot of loans at his time, didn't really hit the ground running at Chelsea, but now he's at Aberdeen. I mean, 3 appearances, 1 goal so far, ratings looking fantastic. So hopefully he can be a clinical point in our team. As you can see as well though, we did the mistake again. Fairly substantial injuries. He's went and got an injury. He got injured against Celtic. It's only a little injury, so 8 days, not too long. So we'll monitor him for the season as well. Got him on a 2-year deal as well, so hopefully we can do a quick flip with him as well, because we need money. The next player, I seen this guy sort of lurking around in the free transfers, and I thought, actually, you know what? Advanced forward, very well rounded, hasn't got any explosive stick out stats, but someone 22 years of age, Wevington, Brazilian international, hasn't made any sort of features for Brazil yet. Started really well, 4 games, 2 goals, and 1 assist. He's looking really good. Hasn't been in any of the sort of major leagues in football. Stayed around the USA, stayed in Brazil a bit, but never really featured in Brazil at all. So hopefully we can sort of revive his career while he's here at Aberdeen. Other than that though, we didn't sign anybody else. I mean, should I say the director of football went and got another player on a free transfer, but that's nothing to do with us. So, as you can see, with regards to the actual fixtures and how we've started fantastic. Start with a 5-2 win against St Mirren at home in the start of the Scottish Premiership campaign. As you can see, Mark Van Ginkel scoring on his debut. Really dominant performance. 5-2 against them. We then went on to play Ross County away from home. 4-0. We beat them as well. So really, once again, showing that we can take it to teams. As you can see, the stars. Mark Van Ginkel is standing out there, and Wevington is also standing out as well in this match. Then we went up against St Mirren again in the Cup, which we went and beat them 4-1 at home again. Hop getting his goal in the Cup itself there. But yes, overall, new signings looking really well integrated in the team so far. In the big one, we went and played Celtic at home and got a 2-2 draw with them. And if I'm honest, I'm not disappointed, and I'm really, really happy with this result. We've took points away from them. Celtic are a much more built team than us so far, so hopefully we can reach the levels that they have got in time to come. But as you can see, the 2-2 draw, really happy with that. Statistics-wise, we sort of gave them a really good game. Looking at those statistics, we got more shots off, we had better possession. Shame just to get the draw, if I'm totally honest. Could have won it. And then we went up and played Hearts away from home, which we absolutely demolished. And I mean demolished 6-0. I can't believe we even went and demolished them 6-0. But Duke, if that's how it's pronounced, wow, 5 goals. I mean, what's not to love about that? He went and got 5 goals. He's not even a proven striker. Hasn't got any outstanding stats, but he's went and got 5 goals against Hearts. Fantastic. Hats off to him. Wellington playing well again as well there. And as you can see, the team really performed in this game. Leighton Clarkson, a midfielder, somehow getting a chance to feature up front as well for us. So that seems to have sort of balanced the team out when he's came on off the bench as well. But yes, couldn't ask for a better start of the season. Hopefully we can continue the form until the end of the season. As you can see, finances not looking too healthy right now after all the money that was spent on getting the free transfers in. We're going to rock with the tactic that we've picked with the free strikers. We're not locking anybody in. We're hoping we'll just see some sort of rotation happen amongst all players, and hopefully we can come out with a really good, strong finish at the end of the first season. So I'll catch you at the end of the season. Don't forget to leave a like on the video as always, and let's hope we can come out with that really strong finish. So end of the season, and as you can see, we've managed to get a second place position in the league. We did really well. I'm happy we finished above Rangers as well. I didn't expect we'd have finished this high up. As you can see, Celtic really ran away with the league with 100 points. That is insane. But looking at the team, as you can see, top goal scorers, Duke. Wow, fantastic from him. From a player that's not even classified as a striker. 32 goals, 12 assists in 36 games. Amazing. So yes, he's really shone in this tactic that we've put out there as well. I've got Esther here, who also has came through and really shone in this new formation as well. As you can see, 37 games, 25 goals and 5 assists. Fantastic from him. Overall, we lost 6 games, 2 of those being to Celtic overall through the season. As you can see, we're losing 5-3 in one of the games and also 3-2 in the other. Bit of a shame, but obviously it's a learning curve, and Celtic will have a lot more superior players than us. As you can see, when it comes to the draws, though, 3 games there. We drew against Rangers, drew against Dundee in 2 of them, and Dundee were the team that got relegated. So a massive 6 points dropped overall in them ones. And then obviously the draw earlier in the season against Celtic. But overall, as you can see, we've done really well. I mean, look at the assists. Here we go. So Graham here, he's getting a lot of assists for us, 33 years old now. Had a fantastic season for us from that DM position. Josh Wilson was another player that was on loan at us last season. He's went back to Manchester City, but once again, fantastic season for us from that left back position. 13 assists, 3 goals, and his average rating was fantastic as well. If I look down more the list again, Duke, seeing him on there as well, 12 assists from himself. Nicky Delvin, as you can see, 10 assists from him as well, so really good overall with the team performance. So if we go to the squad as well and have a little look at who performed the best, as you can see, Duke at the top, then we've got Graham, then we've got Wevington, so we'll have a little look at him. We brought him in on a free transfer, as you can remember at the start of the season. He played really well, 34 games, 14 goals and 7 assists with a really good average rating for his first time in the Scottish Premiership. So some nice little improvements on his stats as well, which is nice to see. Nice player value as well, so we may be able to capitalise on that and do some flips come the summer window. Thomas here, he's been playing really well as well. As you can see, playing a lot of games, getting himself stuck in there as well. So we have a very sort of aging team at the minute. A lot of people in their late 20s to early 30s with some players. And a lot of them are really good players. So we'll probably have to look to cash in on those kind of players to potentially look to invest in other positions inside of this team. Overall, though, we'll have a quick look at what else we did. So as you can see, we've managed to qualify for Europa League. I think actually, sorry, we'll not get Europa League. We'll have the Champions League qualification instead. Sorry. As you can see, the Scottish Cup were knocked out in the 5th round by Alloa Athletic. The Scottish Premier Sports Cup, which I believe is like the Carabao Cup in England. We won that, which was absolutely fantastic. So it's nice to see us getting the win on there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a quick look at how Hop got on. So he came in last season. Did he really play that many games? He played 20 games and got 1 goal. So as you can see, not really lifting the league like I expected him to. But it is a big shame. But obviously the player value is where we're looking at things with him this year. So we'll see if we can cash in on him in the summer as well and get some money. But overall, I am really happy with how we got on. As we can see from the results, there's a few results where it's a bit of a shame. The likes of Ross County getting beat 3-1 at home, Celtic, Hibs, like games like that, getting beat 4-2 away from home. Dundee getting beat 3-2 at home as well. Celtic beating us 5-3 at home. Alloa Athletic, even the likes of losing against them in the Scottish Cup, crazy. Dundee United drawn against them is a massive result to drop as well, and Kilmarnock losing 3-1 against them as well. Crazy when it comes to these kind of results. This is what separates us from the top of the table. We've got to move on from there and hope that the board's backed us for next season. So when it comes to next season, unfortunately for us, the board hasn't backed us fully. We've still got a nice healthy wage budget with 30,000 in the wages, but only a transfer budget of 231k, which means we're not going to be looking to sign anyone permanently at this stage. We've got to try and get them free transfers in and hope to God we can flip them in the next season or two. But what a good season we've had. First season round, finishing second in the Scottish Premiership. Really happy that we finished there overall. Getting back in the Champions League, getting some money on with this board. So hopefully we can see this sort of expand over the time. Maybe next season we'll see a bit more transfer budget. Looking inside of the sort of projection side of things when it comes to the finances, as you can see, the balance is going to get healthier. The turnover is expected to get higher. The expenditures are expected to get higher, but that'll balance between player sales as well. But as you can see, they expected us to have at the end of this season £2.23 million in the transfer budget, and then it would just increase over the years, but 2 million is nothing. So for us, the biggest thing is going to be focusing on this side of things, which is a free transfer market. People that are coming to the end of their contracts, people that we could potentially look to invest in and do some flips by next season. I mean, overall, I'm happy with the free transfers we brought in. We'll probably see if we can get rid of a few of them that didn't really feature this year, but we'll have to see when it comes to the next season if we can do them player flips to make some more money to potentially actually sign someone on a permanent deal, which would be nice overall as well. But as I say, if you did enjoy this episode, don't forget leave a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, as always, as it keeps you up to date with when we upload on the channel. And hopefully, shortly, we'll be over this illness and the videos will sound a lot less like I am on the edge of death. But until next time, I'll see you later.